Plastic straws are one of the main plastic products found in the oceans all over the world. Nearly 7.5 million plastic straws were found on the U.S. shorelines in a 5-year cleanup research project, according to ourlaststraw.org. Multiplied globally, that is 437 million to 8.3 billion plastic straws in the world's coastal lines. Unfortunately, due to their size of straws, the majority of recycling machines are not able to recycle them. Roughly 9 million tons of plastic reach the ocean each year, which is expected to double by the year 2050. And despite the increase of efforts to recycle, still only 9% of all plastic is recycled. In a last-ditch effort to control the Earth's plastic crisis, one big solution could be banning plastic straws. They are harmful to the marine life and the ecosystem. They cannot be recycled, and they can decompose extremely slow. This topic is something I have chosen to speak about because of my extreme love for animals and the environment we live in. For whatever reason, society feels the need to use a straw while achieving their goal of satisfying their thirst. The problem is that even though these are so small, the straws have a huge effect on the environment around it. Plastic is in fact one of the biggest pollutants in the world. According to National Geographic, in the United States alone, 500 million straws are used every single day. That is 500 million little pieces of plastic that are decomposed of each day that cannot be recycled due to their size. So where did it all go? Plastic straws, along with other plastic, is non-biodegradable, which means decomposers cannot naturally break them down. A movement group called Surfers Against Sewage reported that nearly 2/3 of all plastic pollution comes from land-based sources. Litter being left on the beach or washed down rivers and drains from litter being dropped in towns and cities. It comes from the industry spills, badly managed landfill sites, and bins near the ocean, or being flushed down the toilet. The remainder is lost at sea, such as containers going overboard or lost fishing gear. Plastic is strong, flexible, and durable material, which makes it extremely useful. However, that also means that it never really breaks down. Plastic is found on every single beach in the world. Researchers estimate that a single plastic bottle can last up to 450 years in a marine environment, slowly breaking down into smaller and smaller pieces, which will eventually end up microscopic but never truly go away. Scientists have even recently discovered microplastics lodged deep in the Arctic ice. There is estimated to be around 5.2 trillion macro and microplastic pieces bobbing around in the ocean altogether, expecting to weigh 269,000 tons. That was a struggle. Unfortunately, plastic is constantly making up 60 to 90% of the marine debris studied. In the UK beaches, around 5,000 plastic pollution products have been found per square mile. SAS reports that new studies have been brought to life while examining sea life. 100% of sea turtles, 60% of whales, 40% of seals, and 40% of seabirds all had plastic inside of them. Every year, 100,000 marine animals are killed by plastic pollution. Ocean Conservancy brings attention to the 8 million tons of plastic that finds its way to the ocean and the danger that it poses to our marine life. The straws are often mistaken as food, being consumed by many aquatic life in the ocean. Once plastic straws are ingested by an animal, it obstructs their digestive system, causing them to choke and potentially can lead to death. Recently, a sea turtle just off the coast of Costa Rica was reported with a straw stuck in its nose. In an article on greenmatters.com, scientists reported that this turtle had swallowed the straw and had gotten lodged into its nose when it was trying to cough it back out. Being one of the biggest pollutants in the world, while factoring in that they cannot be recycled and that they harm and kill marine animals. Plastic straws should be exiled altogether. Even though doing so would be an extremely long process, there are many places and people who have begun to phase out plastic straws altogether. By the year 2020, Starbucks, a very popular coffee franchise, plans to phase out all of their plastic straws. McDonald's has recently banned plastic straws from their restaurants in the UK and Ireland. Other restaurants and businesses like Alaskan Airlines have also announced that they will be phasing out plastic straws and stirrers. For a majority of people, straws are not a necessity, so why do they use them? Over the years, there have been many alternatives and solutions to help resolve the ocean's plastic crisis. The Earth Day organization offers 6 R's for their global campaign to end plastic pollution: reduce, reuse, refuse, remove, recycle, and rally. Reducing how many plastic straws are being used is one small step in taking action. For example, the next time you are at a restaurant, instead of using a straw for sanitary purposes, simply wipe off the rim of the cup before drinking. Refusing your straw at a restaurant or cafe is simple, by adding to the end of your order, "No straw, please." Reusing is an extremely easy way to minimize the use of plastic straws. There are many alternative materials to help cut back plastic use. Metal and silicone straws are being sold that are reusable, easy to store, and carry along with you. Thankfully, many beautiful mariners have been rescued and saved by being cut free from entanglement of plastics and removal of plastics from their insides. Ocean Care is an organization dedicated to protecting marine wildlife. They have partnered up with several other teams and organizations to rescue the animal life and help clean up the enormous mess that has been going on for way too long. Because of people like these, animals are able to live a healthier lifestyle free from plastic straws and other plastics. All organizations fighting for trash-free seas and beaches result in a healthier and cleaner environment. For 3 reasons, it is imperative that we impose a ban on plastic straws. 1, they are one of the biggest pollutants in the world. 2, they cannot be recycled. And 3, they can harm and even kill marine animals. Because of my love for animals and my passion for a clean environment, I urge you to remember how detrimental these plastic straws can be, not to just the ocean life, but also our own personal beach experiences. Consider the effect that your decision to reduce, reuse, refuse, remove, rally, and recycle could have not only on our marine life and in our ocean's ecosystem, but all the other aspects of Earth's environment. On January 1st, 2019, a ban on plastic straws in restaurants and other services began in Washington, D.C. With your help, in January of 2020, we can bring that same environmental compassion into the Midwest and spread it across the country and even across the globe. It was 8 minutes and 39 seconds.
That's 8 to 10.